The drawing that William draws of Mount Royal it shows the mound, which is, you know, still there, and then there was a grand avenue that had about 2 feet high, and it ended at a pond. Okay, and the state forest folks say this is that pond. Now, whether it is or not, I'm not sure, because it looks awfully like an absolute perfect description of what's known as a depression marsh, and that's what this is. But it would make sense that the Indians would have used natural features to create their worship area. So that's what this is. And Mount Royal ran from the mound all the way to the pond, and this would have been the pond. So from here back probably a quarter of a mile or so would have been an avenue that they used for games or whatever it was they used it for. And the Bartrams, William wrote about it, and then when he drew it later on, he drew it actually after he wrote his book, but the drawings were really interesting. England asked him to do a second discourse on his relationship with the natives here in North America, and this is one of the things he spent a lot of time talking about, not in the book, but in later writings. But it's very important because this becomes a habitat for sandhill cranes. Gopher frogs have to. This is where they have to. This is where they reproduce. Frogs have to have water to reproduce. So gopher frogs, this is where they would reproduce. Very important part of the sandhill natural community.